Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank
This
you, man.
is beautiful stuff.
Yeah, thank you, man, and thanks for being a part of it. It really is. I mean, it really is. And you know, off camera, man, I've been talking about it since I saw you, and it's stuff that just I'm so proud of the way it came out, and you know, it's just a perfect combination of quality, price point, and look and feel. So.
Now, what made you want to get into the fashion business, first of all?
I didn't want to get into fashion. I was never that guy. A couple of things happened. Tommy Hilfiger called me and really convinced me that there was something to be said by what I represented, right? And it wasn't a fashion thing. It was more of just a lifestyle thing, I think, right? How clothes feel, how they look, how they make you feel, no? And I tapped into that, and I realized that for me it was more important to be comfortable in clothes and look cool, but to feel comfortable in it. So that's what I concentrated on. And then it was all about the details. For me, it was all about the details, because we broke down what made a particular jacket, what made a particular shirt, and it's just the attention to detail. And I'll give you some examples, especially on some of the jackets. It's just like, why did you put that in if it adds cost to it? It's like, because that's what it is. You know, that's what it has to be in order to represent me. You know
So who was the line for? Who did you have in mind?
Anybody and everybody who's into, you know, great quality clothes at a cheap price point. You know, it's another thing that I'm really excited to be able to say is that, you know, people don't want cheap clothes for cheap. They don't want cheap clothes for cheap. They want great quality clothes for cheap. And that was my mission from the beginning, and we were able to pull it off. So these are great quality, world-class quality clothes at a great price point because of the business model, you know, and my partnership with Kohls. So I couldn't tell you how excited I am, you know, that we pulled it off. And to actually see it is bugging me out. Hey, it is.
So you've tackled everything. I mean, you have
surreal.
television, you have the movies, you have the music, and now fashion.
Yeah.
Is there anything Marc Anthony can't tackle?
No, there's actually nothing I can't. Well, I can't tackle Jason Taylor. I tried that. That's the one thing I can't tackle is some of my team members, you know what I mean? So
Let's talk about it a little bit. I know that you opened up with John Quiones, and just talk about your state of mind and where you are right now.
I said everything I had to say in that interview, and I don't, just as a whole, don't like opening that door and talking about, you know, private matters. I think everything that needed to be said has been said.
A lot of your style in the clothing, how much time did you do as far as helping with the design and picking out?
It had everything to do with it, you know, and that's when I realized that it was going to be a true partnership. You know, there's a lot of people, what they do is they lend their name to a product and go, oh, I don't know what it's going to come out like, but, you know, I licensed. And no, this was, I realized the pressure of the Kohls union when my first meeting was like, okay, so I'm like, what? And they're like, there are some decisions to be made. I'm like, yeah, I know that. I was like, so they took me by the hand and really walked me through the design process. Really pegged down the brand DNA, right? So the core of the line, it was anchored on pieces that I had loved for years, right? And I didn't know why. It was just like my go-to jacket. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? Because I need to feel a certain way. And we just analyzed, why do you have this jacket for 10 years? Why these jeans for 6 years? Why those pieces? And once we landed on that, the trick was to transfer that into why is that a must-have jacket? Why the guy who buys that particular jacket is like...
Is this the go-to? Where's the go-to jacket?
Man, no, this is a collection of my go-tos.
Relationship. Why?
Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. The kids are fine. Family's fine. Absolutely no question. Exactly what I said.
And no more Hawthorne, right? Any more acting?
That's what I heard. No more Hawthorne. Acting, yeah. Acting is something that, you know, I really got the bug. Actually being on a 1-hour drama on a weekly basis, I got the bug. It's something that I realized I could do and I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to all these opportunities that are coming about as a result of being on Hawthorne. Sometimes people just have to see you doing it and go, oh, yeah, oh, that's right, he acts. You know what I'm saying? But it was a blast. I mean, everybody, the cast, Jada, the producers, Michael Vartan, they were just so amazing. It made it just a dream to come to work.
Because I know that you have that other show that you all are doing, you and Jennifer are working on this big project.
Que Viva still,
Tell me about this.
Yeah. I mean, Que Viva is a show, I think the time has come, you know, we found ourselves in a position to make certain things happen. And so it's a live show. So Que Viva is a live show that we're putting together, almost a la Cirque du Soleil, but with authentic Latino talent. So every country in Latin America will be represented, but we're going to each country to cast it. That's it. It's not a talent show where you have to sing, and we know who we're going to tell come back to America with us, right? Wow. So we're casting it from here. And we're going to tell them that's going to be filmed, come back, and then the making of Que Viva, of the building of the actual show with all these characters that we bring back from Latin America to mount the show, that'll be filmed as well. So it's the making of the biggest Latino live show ever in the history of the world. So it's the making of it, basically. So
that's going to be a lot of time. More time y'all be spending together in Latin America, so on and so forth.
We got 80 years of seeing each other. We got kids. You know what I'm saying? No. You know, she's great, and we started working together, and that'll never change. And
you started this project together too, kind of.
Yeah, it's two separate things. It's two separate things, but but I was very much a part of her process, and she was very much a part of this process as well. You know what I'm saying? And I saw some of her stuff, and it just looks fantastic. Almost as good as mine. It's crazy.